We are here with SaL CaTaLdi.
Yeah,
CaTaLdi.
Close enough.
You say it.
CaTaLdi.
CaTaLdi. CaTaLdi.
Oh, Cat.
CaTAL. CaTAL.
And like do re mi fa sol la.
Well, CaTAL is like you're the cat, right?
CaTaLdi.
That's what they call
Like-
me, the cat.
All right, let's hear you, Cat.
I'm gonna crow a little bit.
She drinks a Jack from a sippy cup. She likes cocaine, not so much, it's true. She's a girl like you. She rides a bike on the icy road. She wears no helmet, carries no load. It's true. She's a girl like you. Confused and slightly used. She's got a short fuse. She's likely to lose. So you watch your weather and you guard your nuts. She has your future, but she bring good luck. It's true. She's a girl like you. Simply and faintly, she leaves her trace and turns round face. So you watch your weather and you guard your nuts. She has your future and she bring her luck. It's true. She's a girl like you. Yes, it's true. She's a girl like you.
So yeah. Now, like, who is this girl? Like, is she a?
I have lots of songs about girls.
Now, like, is that a girl about her?
Well, it's kind of about two girls. And actually I have a song about one of your prior guests, which I didn't play.
Yeah.
This time.
But I'm just curious to know, like, are you attracted to the same kind of person all the time?
The other song begins with the words that, I'll just play the first
Okay.
I'm told I like girls who are a little bit
Weird.
bent.
So that kind of tells you where I'm at.
Is that another best term for crazy?
You know.
Bent is a great word, don't you think?
Did you ever see the show?
Very wide,
Yeah.
parameters.
I think Alan's
Be-
been a
Yeah. Like Twisted.
I dated Mackenzie Phillips.
Yeah, exactly. That says it all, right?
She's sweet.
Yeah, she's
Sweetheart.
I have to agree. She's something.
Magic.
Yeah,
She's got magic.
Bent.
that's so cool.
That's another word for crazy.
I don't even know what button to press for that. You want to press one?
Crazy.
Well, there's something where, there's all this talk about women who are complicated.
Yeah.
And that's what I like. I mean, I don't know about Alan, but, the complicated women are like the best women with a little age, with a little bent, right?
Yeah, they keep you on your toes,
They
right?
keep you on your toes. It's always surprising. You kind of never know what personality you're going to wake up with in the morning.
Oh, good. I like that.
It's fantastic.
That's how your hair gets gray.
That's right. It gets gray and it gets curlier every day.
So you're a beautiful songwriter.
Oh,
So
thank you.
when did you know you had this talent?
Well, it's kind of weird because for many
Still
years,
doesn't.
It still doesn't.
No, he does actually.
Yeah, he didn't hear.
He doesn't know.
He doesn't know. But no, for years I was kind of, I don't know if Alan can relate, but I was like the guitar player in the band. I played with a lot of bands in the 80s and 90s. I played with this band.
You know, it's funny you should say that. Can I know I cut off. No, the reason I'm saying it is because when you were playing, I was thinking, God, he's such a good guitar player. Like, what's up with people like me that are like singer-songwriters that just don't fucking wake up with our guitars, like, and play all day? And then I'm thinking,
You don't
he's
live on
a
a boat.
singer-songwriter, and he plays, and then I'm thinking, you are a singer-songwriter, and this is what's going on while you're
Well,
playing. And then you just said that you guys were guitar players in bands.
I
I wasn't.
But, it's
They
kind of
have
funny.
a guitar slinger.
You're kind of hid, you can kind of hide behind the guitar. You're not in the spotlight, but you get your little bit and you do your crazy shit and, you're getting your emotions out. But for me, it took a long time for me to become like a guy who could sing and sing from the heart and write songs about basically,
Girls.
my
Who are
girls,
bent.
my life. Exactly.
We're bent.
Girls. Just songs of love and loathing.
And it's easy when you live on a boat.
I backed up people like Meatloaf and Derringer because I needed rent money and money to support my children.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would have been selfish and been able to.
But you are an amazing guitar player as
Yeah.
well. Like I was reminding, yeah, exactly.
But that's
Got you
the
back
truth
on the
is that
rock.
I needed the money. People think I made a fortune from I Love Rock and Roll. Wrong. Is there an ant button there?
Oh.
Yeah, there is.
Well, you should.
It's close.
Yeah,
it's close.
Well, that's
Not
good.
that one.
That's when we get into the
I
whole.
should-
That's when we get into the whole issue of lawyers and
Yeah.
I guess contracts that you sign when you're like 13 years old.
But it was annoying. In 1991, I had 2 songs that were making me mad. It was When the Night Comes. Lou Rawls. I wrote for Lou Rawls. And
That's the one that went to space, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
And then there was the Encyclopedia Brown theme song on HBO. And those songs were making more than I Love Rock and Roll. Every time I walked into a shop, it was playing. So I contacted Hal David and I said, "What's going on?" He said, "Well, it's our survey, old boy. It's like we prorate based on the survey, not how many times your song is played. So if you're not on our survey, you're not going to get paid."
Ah,
But wait a minute, they're getting paid at ASCAP, but they're not paying the writer because you're not in the survey.
wow. So is that right?
It's a show game. It's a show. No, it's not right. But every performing rights society does it. BMI do
Yeah.
it too. PRS do it. Jazz Rack in Japan.
And there's that
SaL.
SASAC one, right?
Yeah, man, it's all it's out to screw musicians.
You got that.
Well, I don't have that problem at the moment, so that's the beauty of it.
Yeah. His rent is water.
Yeah. I live on a barge.
Is that right?
Yeah. Is it cold right now?
No, it's great. I have a fireplace. I have oil heat.
On a boat?
No, I live in a barge. I mean, I was really into, this is kind of taking us back. I don't know if anybody remembers the band from the 70s, Focus.
Yeah.
Like, Holland. I really fell in love with Holland.
They lived on a boat?
Well, they lived in they were at
That's
Amsterdam.
right.
They actually did live on some of them lived on a
Amsterdam.
Oh,
That's where Molly was smoking my pot.
That's right.
No wonder they didn't do it in Amsterdam.
It's a very nice lifestyle. You get up, you feed the geese, and I do have like a fireplace.
Where is this?
I live for 20 years.
Like
I was in
outside?
Brooklyn. No, I live in Port Washington, Long Island.
Oh, wow. So in Long Island,
Like,
so what happened to you during Hurricane Sandy?
Does anybody know how? If you know how marinas work, the docks are attached to telephone poles, which are called pilings. And then what happens when the tide comes in twice a day every 15 hours? The water, they go up the pilings, the docks, and they come down. And usually there's like 6 feet extra. You don't worry. But when the hurricane came in, A, I get out of there, and then B, about half of the docks came off the pilings, and the guys were kind of running around the marina risking their lives and reattaching the docks to the pilings. So actually nothing really happened. I lost about half my roof. I was fine.
Wow.
But this is the great thing because you really want to strip down on your lifestyle because basically when the hurricane came, it was twice in a row. I'm like, okay, pack the guitars, pack the amps, pack the computer.
Like, if it's low tide, you can't bring the keyboard in because
yeah. Actually, this is a really interesting story that brings in our the Quaker Oats man on acid over there, Frank Wood. I had never played acoustic music. I was playing electric. I came out with my keyboard, sequencer, all this kind of crazy crap. And then one night I had a gig with Frank, and I came out, and it was really it was a moon tide, so that's the lowest tide of the month. And the gangway, so you go down the dock, and then you go up this it's called a gangway. It attaches to land. It was literally like this. I had a 6-foot-long, cord Triton, which I'm trying to get up, and I said, fuck it. I can't do it. So I took the acoustic guitar, and I just played an acoustic set. And that's actually what started me.
See, I love that. That's like what I mean, like when a mistake changes your life, like something happens totally left field, and then everything changes. I love that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it is National Indian Pudding Day.
Well, yes,
and we'd love to share some, and we would like to get a skeleton from your closet.
Well, I don't have actually. I have a kind of funny story.
Okay.
I did play. I played a Halloween gig at the Creedmoor State Mental Institution with a cover band.
Yeah, what happened?
Deep Skeleton.
How'd you get out?
It was. Yeah, you're right. It was
Creedmoor's closed now, isn't it?
I think it's closed now,
Yeah.
but it was probably in the 80s, and I was with a terrible band, and this guy had you probably know it's a Cat synthesizer. It's like the worst sounding synthesizer ever. We played a lot of Billy Joel songs and shit.
Did they love it?
They loved it. They were literally, I never realized how horny, mental patients were, but it was literally, they were prying people apart with crowbars so they didn't have sex, and it was fantastic.
But, I don't want to name names, but I know someone who is a product of people from a mental hospital.
Oh, well,
they do get it on.
Well, they totally get it on.
Yeah.
And Lou Reed was a famous alumnus of the Creedmoor State Mental Hospital.
And tomorrow he's having
a member of my family who's been most of the hospital.
Yeah, well, I'm not to make light of it.
Tomorrow I think Lou Reed is having a memorial in Lincoln Center. They're doing a memorial for Lou Reed. Yeah, that's what I heard.
I'm just holding it.
You can eat it.
Right?
Yeah. Eat it.
It's pretty great, actually.
There you go. Thank you. That's right. I know.
Fantastic.
To the Indian pudding, yes. So, what's your website?
Well, I have I'm like a very casual guy about this. I have a Reverb Nation site. My act is called CaTaLdi Spaghetti Eastern Music. And when I started, I was doing kind of instrumental music, which was kind of like Italian movie music with Eastern modes, something that had major market appeal. So it's Reverb Nation CaTaLdi Spaghetti Eastern Music, and that's where you can find me. And I'm playing actually at the Port Washington Library next week, and then out in BWAC, Brooklyn Waterfront Art Council, right up on the train.
Good for you. Wow. Spaghetti, you said?
CaTaLdi Spaghetti Eastern Music. If you put Spaghetti Eastern Music.
No, why'd you get spaghetti? Because
Italian?
Well, I'm Italian.
I know. Are you a good cook?
You know me from Facebook. I'm a
Spaghetti
motherfucker on the cook.
Well, next time you're going to have to do the food of the day. I made this Indian pudding,
It's actually very good.
Yeah, we love food on this show. That's why we celebrate the food of the day,
It's beautiful.
So did your mother make good food?
My mother was a good cook. My mother actually, before she married my father was Sicilian, first generation. My mother, before she could marry my father, my grandmother had to put her in Italian cooking boot camp. So she learned from my grandmother, who was like fantastic.
Wow.
She did spinach pie. She was amazing.
Oh.
And then I kind of am like, I should do like something online for the divorced chef because I kind of got divorced about 11 years ago. And then I knew how to do some basic things.
Like spaghetti doesn't count. I mean,
Spaghetti doesn't count.
I know people who can ruin spaghetti though.
No, but you know, bread and
Yeah, lots of ketchup.
bread and cakes, and I went to Vietnam last year and I started to get into Vietnamese food. So anything.
Well, Marco Polo stole the noodles from there, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we all know that.
Next week is National Stuffed Ravioli Day. We should make some
Oh my
stuffed
God.
ravioli.
All right.
It's nothing like making a ravioli.
All right, you can bring it, Karen.
Very simple. You know, maybe you should work like a cook.
Yeah, I know.
We're trying.
I make fresh pasta. I
Yeah.
do a cooking segment. Then you're
We've
like,
thought about it. We have had some people bring food in and do some stuff.
Cooking
But,
section.
yeah,
Who always makes food?
I do. I love food.
That Corey says hello. He can't make it.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Well, I can't thank you. You'll have to come back. All right, we'll have to bring you back.
At high tide.
Song in a dish.
Well, I do have a song. Yes, I have a song about one of your prior guests, which is quite interesting. It's called WhO, and we'll save that for next time, though.
That sounds perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, we
Love
got
the
one
song.
extra.
Thank you.
One more to go.
Man.
He is the man. I know. All right, our first guest came last.
From a sippy cup. She likes cupcakes, but not too much, it's true. She's a girl like